Modern Warfare 2 is considered the working man's competitive FPS game. Now, why do I call it this? A handful of players like to refer to it as the Call of Duty for dads. I'm no parent, but I know it's the game where dads can kick back and casually play into the late night after taking care of parenting responsibilities with their children once they're asleep. Or they play it when their mom is taking care of them for the time being. The way Call of Duty's gameplay loop was designed in regards to skill gap and learning curve appeals greatly to this demographic. You see, popular esports-centered shooters like Fortnite, Apex, and Valorant were designed to have a high skill gap in mind. The way its mechanics work in the gameplay loop warrants you to put countless hours into learning and mastering it, treating it like a sport just so you can be halfway decent at it and keep up with most players in its public matches. It's why a lot of the average player base mostly consists of high school students, college students, and full-time content creators. That's because they have the sort of time to master the game at a level where they can be competent enough to enjoy the game with most of its player base. They don't have to worry too much about other adult-like responsibilities like working full-time and caring for other personal matter after work. Call of Duty, however, has mechanics and a gameplay loop that is very easy to learn and master, and will allow for just about anyone to be good at it in a short time span. Some of these elements are easy recoil patterns, OP weapon builds, and a fast TTK. Putting these together make for an FPS that is of the lowest skill gap in comparison to the major contenders in the PvP FPS space. This sort of skill gap is appealing to not just the dad gamers, but also the working class people, especially those working blue-collared jobs that would wear down your body after a long day of work. At this point, when you get home, you just want to relax and play the game and not have to think too hard about the mechanics or the gameplay loop. You don't have that kind of time to do drills and practices like you would a sport. You just want to hop on and play. Why do you play COD multiplayer? Let's talk about it in the comments.